daily broadcast of the Winterthur news on Sunday the 15th of January, straight from the Winterthur studios. 120 students of the Academy of Architecture have occupied an empty office building here on the south edge of Amsterdam. My name is Zweden Spanje and next to me, Murk Wijnega. Murk, to you.
Good evening. Our star reporter Rob Brink has interviewed Christian Schuit of the Gastronomics group. Gastronomics is all about cooking, but the authorities forbid to cook in the building. So we're wondering what they're doing. To you, Rob.
Hello, we are here at the Winterthur Cafe, and you are?
My name is Christian Schuit, and
Which group are you from?
I'm part of the gastronomical group.
Okay, can you tell me what you are doing?
What we are doing is we are trying to use cooking and food as a way of adding a new function to the building, and trying to find out right now the possibilities that we have to make something out of the building.
Can you tell me what part do these potatoes play in this story?
Yeah, the potatoes are it's just one of the things that we're doing. They're part of an investigation that we're doing on a skill for the surroundings, and we're trying to find out more about the surroundings itself. So we're gonna go with the potatoes to the neighborhood, and we're going to go to people and ask if we can cook at their home, so that we can cook these potatoes for a meal for here later on. And the idea is that when we're there, that we can ask questions at the people, and trying to find out more about the social aspects of cooking and eating, and so that the food that we have could maybe be so part of a process or something, and that our building is also part of that process and add a function to it because of that process.
Okay, thank you. This was Rob Brink for WWW News. Thank you and good night.
All this talk about food, I'm getting hungry of it. What you, Zweden?
Me too. There's a lot of secrecy about the movement group. Rob Brink, our star reporter, is trying to find out what's going on.
We are here at the Bewegingsruimtegroep and we are about to find out what they are doing.
Hey, no pressure.
We are here at the Bewegingsruimte and
We don't have any
what's
comments.
happening?
Get out
What's
of here,
happening?
please. Get out of here.
This is ridiculous.
No, I don't want
There's press freedom
I don't
here.
want pressing.
There is press
Get the
freedom
fuck
in this
out of
country.
here.
The cold makes people aggressive, I think.
Our reporter, Evelien de May, is talking to David Tol about the integration of the people who work on the South X and the people who live in the neighborhood. Why is it that the Dutch always want to integrate people? To you, Evelien.
Yeah, we're from the Mondial group, and we're trying to make a connection between the global and the local community that's here surrounding the South Axis. So we're trying to make a connection between the people in the towers and the local people living around the neighborhood.
Okay, nice. And how can you see it visually?
Well, we're now planning on a concept with putting children into the environment of the working people, so that we can take pictures of. We're trying to.
So you're gonna make like images.
Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these children and we're gonna put them behind the desks of the working people.
Evelien is visiting the Quiet group. Let's find out what they have to say.
So I'm gonna ask some questions. What is the meaning of this dinner? Does this food mean anything to you?
Abdesamet Asafan of the speech group talked to our reporter about talking in the speech group. To you, Rob.
try to find the link between.
Can you tell me something about the 4 concepts your group is
Yes,
working on?
there are 4 individual concepts, but they are going to be linked to each other with a connection in one big storyline. So you have a beginning and an end, and in between you have our 4 concepts, because even though they are separate concepts, they still have a connection in some ways, in the way of wellness or in the way of sense. And what all the concepts have in common is they want to give people sense, the sense of life. So there is a concept which is called hypnotherapy. That's the one of my group, and well, it's therapy, but it's not therapy. It's therapy. Well, it's therapy, but it's not therapy. But it's not therapy.
Well, op deze moment, sure talk a lot.
Take the big one.
Good afternoon. We are here at the private space group, and can you tell me who you are?
I'm Sebastian. I'm together in a group with Tim and Turu. And we made a new roof for the courtyard. The courtyard is going to be covered with lint, and we try to do it that it divides space in 2 different zones, and by taking the lint outside and
we want to make a space in a space, so courtyard.
This was the news of today.
Follow us on Twitter. Good evening.